Today, we celebrate determination, resilience, and triumph. We are here to remember and remind one another that the sacrifices made to stay the course have not been in vain. We collectively invoke the Garissa University community's defining ethos, inspiring each one of us to always strive for excellence, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. I request you, ladies and gentlemen, to rise and join me in a moment of silence to remember, appreciate, and honor the innocent young Kenyans who died here as they quenched their thirst of knowledge and prepared themselves to contribute to our nation's development. Thank you very much. And I'm very happy that this morning, courtesy of our Kenya Defense Forces, we have made water available to Garissa University, and I have instructed the Ministry of Defense to make sure that that water has the necessary technology to make it fit for human consumption. Also this morning, as I had a conversation with the university leadership, I have advised the Ministry of Education, because there are two critical facilities in this university that require completion. One is the tuition facility. Because of the increased number of students, the government of Kenya is going to provide 200 million shillings to make sure that the administration block is completed within a year. And I have also requested Safaricom, a request they have graciously accepted this morning, to provide another 200 million shillings to complete the tuition block in Garissa University, so that our young men and women can have facilities that meet university standards for them to use in their education. Let me also confirm that because of the increase in the number of students in Garissa University, and because we also know that there aren't sufficient housing facilities in Garissa, I have instructed the Ministry of Housing to provide 1,000 hostels for students in Garissa University, and that exercise is going to start in a month. I am aware that these facilities are necessary to make sure that Garissa University becomes a world-class, respected university in Kenya. And I want to assure you, as my Minister for Defense has said, that we are going to ensure that there is adequate security. And I want to ask parents from Kenya that Garissa University is a safe university and their children can come here, because the government of Kenya is going to make sure that no criminal or terrorist or evil people ever step foot again in Garissa University. Past experiences and growing awareness over a dynamic and complex context mean that disaster management is now a significant component of our strategy to achieve sustainable development, especially in the context of climate change, where we are switching from drought to floods in a very short time. The university must produce necessary knowledge, impart vital training, and continuously update our national capacity to handle calamities efficiently and minimize their impact on livelihoods and on people and on the nation. To improve productivity of critical value chains, enhance livelihoods, and raise the quality of life in ourselves, the government of Kenya will collaborate with institutions like the Kenya Medical Research Institute, and the Kenya Agricultural Livestock and Research Organization. These partnerships will address prevalent human health challenges and gaps in our agricultural and livestock value chains. And additionally, through the National Research Fund, we have supported Garissa University to lead in transforming the leather value chain, catalyzing productivity for numerous smallholder pastoralists across northern Kenya and in Kenya in general. The government of Kenya is dedicated to building resilient agricultural enterprises in ourselves to promote nutrition security, develop export manufacturing and value addition capacity, and create employment opportunities and create wealth. Unleashing the immense economic potential in these areas, particularly in agriculture, livestock, and energy sectors, is critical to Kenya's economic transformation. And Garissa and northern Kenya is going to be part of the equation that will make this a reality. I am aware that this year, university chancellors asked me to provide an extra 4 billion shillings this year to cover for the students that are ongoing in the third and fourth years. And I want to confirm that in this year's budget, we have provided an extra 4 billion shillings to make sure that all our students are catered for. Let me also confirm to the education fraternity in Kenya that we are providing 660 billion to cover for the education of all our children in Kenya. And it is because we believe education is the greatest equalizer and education is the greatest multiplier of opportunities, of access in Kenya. And therefore, we will continuously put our resources in developing our human capital through education, training, and research. And as a result, this year also, we have provided for resources in the budget for transiting our teachers who have been teaching as interns, that we have now provided money for them in the budget to transit them to permanent and pensionable. I am asking our members of parliament who are here to expedite what is in parliament so that we can transit these very well-deserving teachers who have been teaching for the last 2 years and make them permanent and pensionable. In this year's budget, we have also provided about 52 billion shillings for our Higher Education Loans Board so that we can give scholarships and loans to students, especially from vulnerable families, to make sure that they too are not left behind. I am asking our members of parliament that every child in Kenya deserves a chance, and for them to expedite the work they have in parliament so that we can make these loans and scholarships available to our university students. We look forward to benefiting from evidence-based insights and advisories from universities to enable informed decisions and knowledge-driven development strategies. It is important that the research agenda engages with community experience and that recommended solutions such as efficient water usage, sustainable agricultural practices, social cohesion, peace, and security are responsive to local needs in the context of our country. Our path to sustainable development must include effectively navigating and successfully addressing critical challenges, many of which bear a global character, including climate change, health emergencies, and the energy crisis, to ensure no one is left behind. The bottom-up economic transformation agenda aims to impact every Kenyan household through the effective and efficient provision of social services, including universal health coverage and strategic investment to create inclusive opportunities in agriculture, micro, small, and medium enterprises, the digital economy, and affordable housing. I am very proud that the first 800 units of our affordable housing program have been started in Garissa County, and the other 4,000 units are at the design stage that will be launched in the coming months. I am also very proud that with the county government of Garissa, our health infrastructure is undergoing transformation. Garissa County has already provided 2,000 community health promoters, and working with the national government, we are rolling out the exercise that will make it possible for every citizen in Kenya to access health care and to benefit from our universal health coverage plan that will ensure that no citizen is left behind in matters of health. In our midst, and listening to the speech, the valedictory speech, I am persuaded that we are, as a country, moving in the right direction, because I can see a clear future of leaders and professionals. The history of this university is an inspiring account of progress amid difficulty, triumph against daunting challenges, and success in the face of risks and threats. From its inception in 2011 as a constituent college of Moi University, and even after receiving its charter in 2017, the university has stood as a beacon of hope, as an oasis of opportunity, and an island of transformative possibilities, and a premier educational institution in Kenya's arid and semi-arid lands. It is, in its early years, the university endured and overcame significant adversities, the most tragic being the murderous attack in 2015 by despicable and cowardly terrorists who victimized innocent young people, many of whom were women. Despite these immense setbacks, the university remained committed to its vision of providing quality higher education, training, research, and development, including innovation, to our northern ridgelines, which have been historically neglected in the provision of higher education and many other public goods and services. The principled determination demonstrated by this institution embodies the indomitable Kenyan spirit of focusing on our aspirations with fortitude, overcoming challenges with grace, and responding to misfortune with excellence. Today, we celebrate determination, resilience, and triumph. We are here to remember and remind one another that the sacrifices made to stay the course have not been in vain. We collectively invoke the Garissa University community's defining ethos, inspiring each one of us to always strive for excellence, even in the face of overwhelming adversity.